Yodeling hee-hoo.
Okay, so now you've met Weasel. Somebody asked me when I had Weasel howling on a video, is that a cat? Okay, so I wanted to show off my skeleton spawner. I finally made one the right way. I actually followed instructions and it works very efficiently. This is near Jemez Pueblo, a little bit underground. You go up there, and it's where I'm digging out the desert to make the university near Jemez Pueblo. And down here on that birch wood is where the skeletons drop. And that little bit of vine there really helps for picking up loot that drops on top of the stump. I learned something very important, and that is a person needs. Oh, this is my enchanting room. Notice the GG on the chiseled sandstone and very subtle little flowers on it. So here's my enchanting room with flaming netherrack behind magenta and blue glass. Skylight on top covered in blue glass. Upstairs is my cactus farm and my little birchwood farm. Some of it is on iron blocks because iron is pretty and twinkly, and why not show off the fact that I can spare enough iron to use it decoratively. So, and here's what it looks like if you're standing in the back of the room looking toward the entrance. And I put iron all around in case something spawns up there. I don't think it will, but just in case I don't have it lit well enough with the jack-o'-lanterns I've got. So that's my enchanting room, which I'm very proud of. See the GG? Some of them are forward, some are backwards. Don't know why. The plain pumpkins were all gifts from the spawner over Halloween. I think I got about 5 of them. And here I am killing them. I'm going to tell you, set it on hard. If you've got a good, safe, secure place where the cooties can't get at you, the wild cooties, set it on hard. You get a lot more bones, you get a lot more arrows, you get a lot more armor and a lot more enchanted armor and enchanted bows. So set it on hard. As you can see, I've got a horrible problem with lag. I've got it pretty well set up so that they can't see me, although sometimes I get a little too close and they do see me, and you should hear it kaboom, all the arrows getting shot at once. Then I'm setting it back to peaceful so I can get some work done, because even on peaceful you see it's still, I'm working and tweaking and twerking and trying to get my settings. So this is just the chest I'm taking back. There's chests full of stuff. Uh, Trying to get less lag, but I don't know what to do. I'm combining armors, I'm combining enchantments, and I was trading with villagers and got up to some nice diamond armor and tools and gear and stuff so that I can also repair armor that way. But usually I get enough drops that I can use. I just combine armors and repair the armors and bows and repair them that way. So this is on the way out. There's problems with the game not being able to find me. I'm noticing this on the trapdoors too, that I can't open and shut trapdoors, sometimes chests, etc. There's the trapdoor that leads out. I want to show you how I kind of did my mob spawner. I will link to the tutorial that I followed below. This is not my own design. See, that leads back over to the horses and the dogs, and that leads out to the desert that will lead to the hot springs. You see, I doctored up my dead bushes so they have little flowers on them. I hid the skeleton dropper with birch wood and leaves, and that's the skeleton spawner itself. So we'll break in and take a look at it, and I'll brighten the video so that you might actually be able to see it. Water along the back wall flushes them forward, and there's a little 1 block drop for 3 blocks with signs in front so you can put water on either side to flush them toward that central chamber, flush them into the tube, and then of course try to swim up. It's alternating signs, water blocks, so they will swim up the tube. I didn't have the tube, I didn't make the spawner right the first time, and the tube was not in exactly the right spot, so I ended up having to make a little right left turn in Albuquerque so that the mobs would drop in the right spot. See that little jig jog? But I figured out how to make the water go down the trench so that they would get washed all along there, and then they drop, and they're one hit kills. Nobody dies, so the armored people tend to be more than one hit to kill them, of course. I'm using a looting sword, a diamond looting sword. It takes very little durability damage if I do not spam. They're trying to keep us from spamming keys. I think it's causing a lot of stress on their servers, a lot of extra load. And if you don't spam your keys, wait for the sound effect of the dying skeleton to end before the next time you click your key. My sword is lasting a really, really long time. I do have another one that I can repair it with, but it's I've you saw those chests full of stuff. I don't know how many skeletons I've killed, and I'm still over half of my durability. This is where I've been digging out the sand of the desert, and that's sort of like a plaza area that's going to lead to the university. There was a little sub basement I dug out here, and this is my storage. And everything's delineated by the 2 block tall things on the side that tell me where things are. The top chests are armor, starting with helmets going all the way down to feet. And then the second row is my hotbar. First thing would be sword, second thing would be a bow, third thing would be a pick, fourth thing would be an axe, fifth thing would be a shovel, and on and on and on. So that's the way I've organized my stuff. And so my stuff is just in the floor and I just walk on it with rows of whatever in between so that I can visually cue where things are and access things quickly. Over here in the corner is stuff I'm not sure what to do with. I have found another jungle temple. I found a desert temple and extraneous hardware that I don't know what to do with. It's not worth putting in a chest because there's not much of it. Um, I think they're seeding more temples. I think they're seeding may be seeding more dungeons too, to make it more fun to go out in the wild, wild woolies. Let's see, that was my horse corral you just barely saw there. Yeah, I decided to throw that egg. I've got my particles turned off to try to decrease lag. Can't wait for Optifine so I could turn off animated stuff so that like flames, lava, and water, because they're adding to it, of course. Here's a little room I made to get to the Jemez Pueblo quickly from this area. It's not really anything. At first I thought I'd make an enchanting room, but it's only 2 blocks tall, and I just like it for a little sunroom. You can see a natural pond that I glassed in through the windows. You can see it, and it's kind of zen. You sit low to the floor, and there's a little low table and whatnot. So it's just mostly decorative, and I did it all in birchwood because I just wanted it light colored. And then this over here on the left is the top of the kiva that I made, which is, I don't know if you remember, but that's a ceremonial meeting place in Pueblo villages. So we're on the roof of that looking out over the village, and you notice it's too quiet. Yeah, it's too quiet. I've been working in that mob grinder a lot on hard because, like I said, the loots are really great. I have 5 or maybe 6. I don't know. I have been breeding villagers. This is my little secret path to get to the Pueblo quickly to haul things back and forth. Can't click on the darn trapdoor. The game is having trouble locating players. And I didn't. I had named villagers. I had 5 named villagers. I had unlocked all but the last couple of trades on most of them. I was getting really good gear. They had spawned their own golem, who apparently was useless. And while I was working on hard, the zombies broke in. I didn't see it. I wasn't here. You're seeing it when I'm seeing it. This is the first I knew about it. I'm like, wait a minute, it's too quiet. I get around that post. Where are the doors? That was my thought, and the doors are gone. I also retextured my bed. So all those villagers that I worked so hard to bring by rail track, I cured zombie villagers from the double spawner skeleton and zombie spawner over at my spawn house. I cured them. I put them on railroad tracks. I brought them all the way over here. They bred. I name tagged about 5 of them. They're all gone. So I'm going to have to start all over from scratch. And so don't get attached to things in this game, because this is the kind of thing that happens. I'm just going to have to make things more secure. And now, bonus footage.
Yo, hee-ho. Yo. 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 Yo, hee-ho. Come here. Let me put this on you. Yo, hee-ho. Good boy.
That was Weasel wearing his hot dog costume. He's looking at me because he heard me say his name. Thanks for watching. Bye.